What's up, you guys? Thank you for tuning in with Coach Kizzy. I'm just Life Solutions. So I want to clarify some stuff. I want to clarify this. So where do people get off, like with the? I understand that people do card readings and stuff like that, but where do they get off in, like channel messages? Okay, we understand channel messages. I don't understand the whole situation of that matter or whatever. But I just know that just think about this. Think about something. Okay, okay. I watched the P Diddy case, whatever. I watched that case. I didn't see nail time. Somebody pulled out some cards and read the whole thing. What was going on about P Diddy stuff, right? So, what do the cards got to do with this situation? What do cards got to do with it? Like you know the whole situation. You know what somebody said. You know what they said. You know what they was doing. You know what they blame me for. So what do cards got to do with a situation? You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand that chord stuff. I don't know nothing about that chord stuff. Like you can okay, we know that like what for real. I just don't believe I don't believe in that stuff. I don't. I don't believe in like the court reading and stuff. If you know the situation, you know that somebody put a smear campaign. You know somebody did this. You know somebody did that. You know they said this. What do the courts got to do with it? Like for real, what do the courts got to do with it? The whole situation. Did nobody do no court reading on P Diddy? When he was in court, did nobody do no readings on P Diddy? Like this, it be this stuff be confusing. Cause I don't know nothing about no core reading. Core readings, uh, it don't tell the truth. I just feel like it don't tell the truth. That's not something that I get into, like about reading a chord or somebody reading a chord or thinking they know somebody's life from reading a chord. I just feel I know. Well, I know that people already know the whole situation, and so that's where your instincts come in at, and your stuff come in. But I don't get that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I know that some of the stuff that people say I be listening, but I just sit there and not listen. Like I don't believe in that. It's a lot of stuff that I don't believe in, and I don't believe in it because it's just not nothing that I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's a case, or you know what I'm saying, like if it's a case that's going on behind closed doors that I don't know about what they got going on, then it's a case that everybody should know about. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a celebrity involved or whatever it is. They want to keep their reputation or whatever it is. It's a case. If it's a case, then and I don't know. Let's go to one of these reading things because that's why I'm closing down my Facebook. Because if I'm an adult, this what adults do. I'm gonna tell you what adults do. Adults do this once upon a time in your life. You have to put them cords down. You understand? Put them cords down, and I would feel like you serious about the situation. The cord stuff. What does that mean? That's not telling me or not telling you. Oh, 501, 601, 801. I don't get that. I don't get that. I sound crazy because I don't get it. I don't get it. If I feel like an adult should have conversation, grown folk conversation. When I say grown folk conversation, because we all know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? We all know what's going on. What do I'm just trying to find a chord thing. That's what she don't got no chords. I want to one of these chord readings. It's just that people put what they want to on my page. This chord stuff is fake. I mean, because okay, so this is what I feel. Like how people. I'm gonna tell you straight up what I feel. When people put chord stuff on my page, whatever. So like you take whatever message because they go live. These people that do chords, they go live on stuff, right? They go live and they just take whatever port that makes it feel, it's just basically okay. Let me put this on his page for he can feel comfortable. Then he gonna go do whatever he got to do. He gonna go back to doing drugs. He gonna go do this. He gonna go do that. That's what the enemy does. They do stupid stuff because they all stupid. I'm just saying they all stupid. They're stupid. They stupid. And there's a lot of people that's working with them that's doing this core stuff. Do you understand that? It's a trick. It's a trick. You understand? Not it's a trick. It's a trick to get you off a core. You understand? It's a trick to get you off a core to say, you know what? Let's make him think that this and this and that. No, baby, you can't trick me out of nothing. You can't trick me to saying what I don't want to say. You can't trick me out of nothing. I'm not no trick or treat, and I'm a damn sure not for sale. I'm not for sale, and I'm not up for bids. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can't find ain't no- like I usually can find one card reader on her. You can't find none. I can't find none on her. Nothing on her. Ain't nothing on her. What happened to my Facebook? I ain't find nothing. Like absolutely nothing. I watch me find some. Ain't nothing on my Facebook. They just don't want me to get rid of Facebook. I'm gonna get rid of this bull crap. They put women on there with they little dirty drawers showing. That's just stink. They should be ashamed of themselves. I'm serious. They should be ashamed of themselves. They want to put some women on here half naked. They need to be ashamed of themselves. They need to be ashamed of themselves. I can't find no court reader. None. Because they know it's fake. And there's one man that put on there all the time. Just all the time. Having a dope conversation. Oh, these people said that you supposed to have got somebody pregnant. These people said you supposed to do this. Let's talk about the real shit. Come to me with no fake ass shit. Yeah, I'm talking about shit too. Because these people stupid. I like to talk some real shit. Don't come to me with no bull crap like this. I still don't want this Facebook and still can't find no core reader. Don't come to me with no bullshit. Oh, here go one.
ready than you feel, take the leap. Even if your hand.
Look at it. They don't even know my. I don't even know my life. That's some bullshit. Yeah, I'm cussing because I'm grown. Ain't nothing on him. Ain't no Corey. Ain't nobody on here. What happened to my Facebook?
When profiling goes wrong.
Here you go. How they know that?
You didn't get their approval and you did it anyway. You never needed their support. Whoever they are didn't want you to do whatever you are doing.
How you tell what it's
This is
saying?
a reminder that you are not here to be perfect. This is someone who kept trying to tell you that you couldn't do it.
How you know what they saying?
The amount of luck that is on your side right now.
You on their side.
This AI crazy.
Look, this Corey.
Let's see what we got coming out.
I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it.
You know who this person is from how they treated you. You don't need tired of juggling a earth sign energy. Massive in this reading. 32 on the. You deserve reciprocity. And we are. Okay, this just came to me. Someone is definitely trying to get into your business seriously. When I say they're trying to go hell and hot water to find. They're offering. The Lord wanted me to speak this over you. The season ahead of you is not a repeat of your pain. This man was so nice to meet you too.
They say to my season. How many seasons is it?
I created a lot of remorse in the situation.
Like, y'all stupid.
Could have spoke the naked. You're a small business. I don't know who needs to hear this, but ain't it funny how people think you the problem until you fall back and they still got them same problems? I'm good. I don't know who needs to hear this, but ain't it funny how people think you the problem until you fall back and they still got them same problems?
That's true.
I'm good. I don't know.
No, that's true.
It won't work. The plan and the plots and the scheme of the enemy won't work. They praying against you. They praying that people don't support you. They praying that your influence get diminished.
I'm diminishing next to my son.
I don't know who this message is for, but no matter how much they pretend that things are so much better without you, that life is currently in shit.
Oh, that's a stick. I'm like, what's that on the door?
That's truly. I don't know who this message is for, but someone. You can't manipulate someone who doesn't need to be liked. Amen. You can't guilt trip someone who ain't thirsty for approval. Respectfully, your opinion doesn't pay me. You can't manipulate. See, you did a whole 360. See, you popping. You out there just shocking people left and. Everyone knows you need a lawyer after. You got yourself quite the fan club out here, and you're not even.
How they know this, though?
It's a specific individual that always had it out for you. Someone that was always talking shit about you behind your back. Someone is very pissed and bitter that you are becoming successful and they have to sit back and watch your greatness. And they recruited a gang of motherfuckers to stop you. You can't save nobody from the karma that they created. You can't stop nobody else's bad karma.
That's a nice shirt.
Energy that they put upon themselves. As bad as you want to be like, damn, bro, I wish I could look out for them and just help them from what they put upon themselves. Now, dog, you can't do it. People do a lot of dumb, fucked up shit, and they deserve all the consequences that come from it. Game for sale. You can't save nobody. If you got a problem with me, come to me. Don't go to Tom and Jerry about it. What you going to them for? Let me know what the problem is. I don't need to hear from nobody else. I need to hear from you. If you got a problem with me, come. For a reminder that your biggest haters are going to be 3 people. People that you are doing better than. True. People who have tried what you are doing and have failed. And true. People who are scared that you are going to do better than them. Just remember that next time someone hates on you. Yeah. This app turns your keyboard into an AI. People here, again, whatever they're doing to affect you on the 3D, if somebody's messing with your mail or your phone, they're all going to jail. Okay? Yeah, the higher fit in the reverse. For an abuse of power.
I don't believe in all of it. I just think they just know the story. And that's where they get it from, because they don't really know the story. Maybe I'm. I don't know. I ain't no court reader.
Okay, these people are sad. They're depressed. You know, the only satisfaction they get out of life is seeing you take a hit. Okay. Yeah. Two of Pentacles energy here. Yeah, somebody's gonna be totally confused and blindsided here when this happens. They're not gonna know what to do. They gonna feel betrayed. You know. Nothing worse than a messy person that only hits you up when they think or thought that they heard something. They think they know something, so they hit you up like, "Child, girl, oh, I heard you was this, and this, and that." First of all, you don't check on me, you don't make sure I'm straight, you don't answer the phone. We don't talk. We never talk. But as soon as you thought that you heard something, now you want to reach out. And that's one thing I can't deal with is messy people. Messy people and people who run their mouth. Mind your business and close your flappers.
Close your flappers.
I have a question. Let them talk, baby. Even Jesus had folks throwing shade. You just keep walking with purpose. People that's sitting around doing all that talking is the ones with emotion. Because if you got enough time on your hands to sit around and talk and critique and talk shit about somebody else, that means you ain't doing enough with your 24
See,
hours.
these people don't got no cords.
People that's sitting around doing all that talking is the ones with emotion.
They don't got no cords.
Because if you got enough time on your hands to sit around and talk and critique and talk shit about somebody else, that means you ain't doing enough with your 24 hours every day. People that's sitting around doing all that talking is the ones with emotion. Because if you got enough time on your hands to sit around and talk and critique and talk shit about somebody else, that means you ain't doing enough with your 24 hours every day.
Oh, say it one more time.
Is the ones with emotion. Because if you got enough time on your hands to sit around and talk and critique and talk shit about somebody else, that means you ain't doing enough with your 24 hours every day. People that's sitting around doing all that talking is the ones with emotion. Because you were never meant to be the sacrifice. And what we're going to find out in this reading is it backfired correctly.
I don't really understand because I don't know
to handle anything,
what's going on. What else people say?
You were never meant to be put in the position that you were put in. But what we're going to delve deep into today is...
That's the only thing I know. I don't know what all people said. They said a whole lot of stuff. That's it.
Somebody still had to be sacrificed.
I know some of the stuff.
Spirit said,
I don't know all of it.
I shall repay.
So I can't get to my book. I can't write my book because I don't know the whole story. If I knew the whole story, trust me, I'd be writing my book.
It backfired correctly. You were never meant to force to handle anything.
And the names.
To have to, you were never
even though I'm gonna put their names as different characters in there, but if they read it, they'll know who it is. I want to know every detail. You know, even if they going to, let me tell you something.
Stop telling people I'm mad at you. Tell them the truth. Tell them you did some suckers, and I stopped doing it.
So when they go to court, I want the whole court document. I want all this stuff. I want to know if I can get this stuff, the court documents, everything that they going to court for. I want to get all that because I got to put that in my book. I got to put that in my book. When they decide, whenever they go to court or whatever, and how many people dying and all this stuff, just for real. I'm just being real. All these people that's dying, I need to know them. I need to know who it is, what celebrity it was, who did what. I want to know everything. When I tell you I want to know everything, I want to know everything. I want to even know what the smear campaign had on it. I need to know everything because this is my book. The smear campaign, the gang stalkers, the mama that won't stop bothering me, her and her son. I need to know all of them, their names. Oh, it might not be, I just sit down and I just be thinking, for real, you gotta listen to my stories. My stories be okay sometimes. Maybe it's just probably that it's just not the mama and the son. The son probably turned into a girl. That's probably what it is. The mama and the son is still her son because she had him as a boy, but he probably just turned into a girl. You know, people do that. You got people that do that. You know, the son probably just turned into a girl, and so I guess you know, I guess that's what it is. The mama and the son daughter, probably what it is. But I need to know everything. I want to know the whole deal, holy deal. I'm gonna get all that information too. See, if people wasn't hacking in my computer, I can pull the stuff up. But they hacking into it. They weird and wicked. So I can't get all that information because they know I can get all that information. They know ain't nothing over here slow. Only thing slow over here is my cell phone. All that slow over here is my cell phone. But I want to know all the information. I want to know the how many police that was in it, how many cricket police that was in it. I want to know everything. I want to know the pastor that was in it. All that. I want to know everybody because they this is my book. I'm writing, so I got to know, and I'm writing this. I'm writing my book on my own. It ain't gonna be no AI stuff. It ain't gonna be no AI writing no book. It's gonna be me writing it. It's gonna be me writing my book. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be me writing my book. I don't need AI to write my book. It's just my content. When I want to do stuff. I don't need no AI for that. But my book, I'm writing my book. Yes, I am. Yep, it's just probably the mama. It's whoever the mama is. The mama, she Captain Save a Mom. That's what she is. She won't let her son be a man. Yep, she won't let her son be a man. And a lot of parents like that, but it's just because probably she wasn't just really there for him in his life, and now that he's under pressure, she got to be in his life. That's for real. I'm telling you how people work and how people do things. When you got a mother that's really wasn't there for their child, and when a child started getting under pressure, being under pressure, or something happened traumatically in their life, then the parent wants to be there. But where was you at when I was going through the situations I was going through? This what people really got to start asking their parents when they feel like their parents are disowning them. Like, where was you at then? Now you want to come in my life? I mean, it's still a way that you can still talk to your parents in a respectful manner and ask your parents, like, what was your situation? What was the problem that you had with me? Because sometimes the parents can be full of shit. I didn't have to go through that, but sometimes the parents can be full of shit. Sometimes parents can disown a child from being homosexual because they don't understand that they think that because that's I mean like when my father first found out that I was gay, he wanted me to read the Bible, so that's where I began starting to read the Bible at with my father. You understand? So he wanted me to read that it's not man and man. It's it's man and women. You know what I'm saying? Man and man not supposed to be together. That's what he taught me all that stuff. He told me all that stuff. But I still had to do my own journey. I had to go down my own journey. I went down my own journey because at the age of 15, let's go to that. At the age of 15, at the age of 15, well, I knew I was gay at the age of 5. I knew I was gay at the age of 5. I knew what I was. And as I grew up, probably around 7, my cousin started messing with me, right? My cousin started messing with me, playing with me and, stuff like that. And he was much older. He was grown, right? He was grown. So he started doing that type of thing or whatever to like from seven all the way until like I was 11, right? So he messed with me all the way into that time. And, I didn't think really nothing of it because I was already homosexual. I'm just being real. I was already homosexual, but at any point of given any given time that if I wouldn't have liked it that stuff like that, but for real, I'm just being real. If I didn't wouldn't have liked that stuff like that, then he probably would have been in jail for sexual assault of a child. But I didn't tell nobody that my cousin was messing with me until I was grown. Until I was grown. So then, oh, where it going? And then so I grew up. I wanted to experience, for me, just wanted to do it on my own, want to experience. So I was about 13, 14. About 13, 14. I went in the I went in the bathroom with one of my sister's husband nephews. I went in the bathroom with him. I went in the bathroom with him. We were the same age. We was going in there. I don't even remember. I don't even know what we was gonna do, but my sister caught us. So my sister caught me and him going in the bathroom. So she walked right up in the bathroom and asked us what we doing. Nothing. You didn't give us a chance to do anything. So I can't tell you what we was doing or what we were about to do. Cause I don't know. That was gonna be my first experience. So time passed. I just thought that I was the only gay person in the world. I thought I was the only gay person in the world. I did. Until that chat line came, that chat line where everybody used to get on in the group chats and all that stuff. And I met one of these, a gay boy in there, a gay boy just like me. I met a gay boy. So he came over to the house or whatever, and we started kicking it. He started introducing me to things that I never seen before. Introducing me things that I never seen before. So mind you, I'm 15. I'm 15. So I introduced me to things that I never did before. So therefore, that's why I dropped out of school because I want to be grown. I never experienced this type of thing in my life because I thought I was the only gay person in the world. Right? That's what I had in my mind. So he showed me the club. We went to the club. Oh, we went to we went to the club. We had fun, but I was shy, and I didn't want to basically really tell him that I was gay, even though I knew he was gay. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to call myself gay. I didn't want to call myself gay. I don't. So I went out to the club. That was like the first night. So he showed me on Cedar Springs and stuff. And so I met one of my friends that I've been friends with for a long time. I met them and they was trying to talk to me and I was like, you can't talk to me. No, 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 no. So my sister and my daddy, my sister and my dad, we used to go to this blockbuster that used to be up here. And I seen this dude and I knew he was gay. And I used to drive my mama car up there just to see if he was at work. I used to drive my mama car up there to see if he was at work, and he wasn't at he wasn't at work one day. So I went back up there, and oh my God, he was there. He was there at the job. So I gave him my phone number. gave him my phone number, and I don't know if he gave me his or not. Yeah, I gave him mine. And he called me one day and he said on the phone, he asked me, I'm gonna tell you exactly our conversation. I don't mind telling my stories. This is my life story. So he asked me on the phone, he said, can I orally service you? And I was like, no, I don't like that. I was like, no, I don't like that. So I gave him, I let him talk to my best friend. I let him talk to my best friend. I gave him to my best friend because you asked me to do that, and I didn't do that. I didn't do that. You can't touch my stuff. So I gave him to my best friend, right? Gave him to my best friend. So then, uh, the other guy that I first met, he picked me up again, and we went to another club. And at the time, it was called the Metro. It was called the Metro. If you know what the Metro is, it was a gay club downtown on M and Pearl. So we went to the Metro. We went to the Metro and we sat outside until the club was over. And it was one little short dude that uh I can't say the names of the people. Um but my best friend, he went over there and talked to this person. It was one little short dude. One little short dude. So I'm like, okay. So he go over there, talk to him, and and I guess they asked him who I was, and they was like, "Go talk to him, go talk to him." And I was like trying to talk to him, but I didn't, I wasn't comfortable. I'm 15 years old. I'm 15 years old, so I'm trying to talk to this dude, and because I'm thinking that I'm the only gay person in the world. So I talked to this dude, right? He um he asked me my name. I told him my name and everything. So he was the first person that really, the first person I lost my virginity to. He was the first person I lost my virginity to. And he was the person that always took us out into the club and he can get us in the club. Ooh, why did he do that? Ooh, I went wild. I went wild in there club. And I like to dance. I've been dancing since I was 18 months. 18 months. I've been dancing since I was 18 months. I went wild in that club. I had a good time. And he used to come ride us, and then we lasted probably like about 6 months, and then I stopped calling him because I started going another direction, and stopped calling him, whatever. Then he came over there and he broke up with me. He came up to East Dallas and he broke up with me. He broke up with me, right? So as he broke up with me, so I started talking to. It was Gay Pride. It was Gay Pride one year. It was Gay Pride. I met this other dude. Right? I'm telling you, I met this other dude. So this dude right here, he um he used to take me shopping, take me everywhere. Like for real. Go out to eat. Every Friday we go out to eat. Well, he go buy me some, like I go pick any store I want to go buy something, go buy something, and we go out to eat. So we go have fun, whatever. And him right there, it was just a whole mess. So uh I just stopped talking to him because he got weird. He got weird, and then like we just was not a match. We was not a match. So oh no. No, 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 no. Go back to 15. I'm still 15. 15, but it was no, it was it was no, I didn't meet that dude then. It was it was the other dude, then it was the dude that stayed next door to me. I never knew that this person stayed next door to me, right? So his grandma used to stay next door to me, say that. And he used to be over there, but I never knew that he stayed over there. Well, used to come over there, whatever. So um I met him off the chat line. I met him off the chat line, and we met off the chat line, and we talked. And then I went over his house. I drove over to his house that night. Drove over to his house that night, and I sat in the car and I sung to him all day, all night, like I be doing my karaoke. I sung to him all night, and he said that's what made him fall in love with me. But that's the same guy right there that I had big old issues with. I just did not like him. I did not like him because he kept pressuring me to do stuff, do this, do that, do that. And it wasn't no good stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like want me to be with him. So and he died like probably like last year before last, one of them, he died. He passed away from cancer or whatever, however it is, whatever. So he like I say for instance I'm 15. We didn't talk, we wasn't together like after. No, I probably was with Eric probably like 16, like 16. Oh, I said his name. But anyways, I was probably like 16 years old. 16 years old. And so before he died, like 2 years ago or whatever, I used to go to his house, help him clean up or whatever, just because that's I used to talk to him, and I know that you got cancer and all this stuff, and then like you say you get tired and you don't. So I went over there. I go wash his clothes, and go fold them for him and everything. Put them up. So, but he was steady pressuring me to try to be back with me at telling me that I'm about to die. I don't like this part. I'm about to die, so why don't you just go ahead and marry me? Won't you go ahead and marry me and get this insurance money? I don't be with nobody for insurance money. I don't want to be with nobody for insurance money. If my heart ain't into you, I'm not supposed to be with you for your insurance money. I'm not supposed to marry you because you want me to get some be your beneficial area. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to do that at all. I'm not. I'm not supposed to marry nobody off my will just because you dying and I need some money or something. I don't need no money that bad, baby. I don't need no money that bad. And then what I'm gonna get married to somebody for, and then you talking about some you about to die. What good is that gonna do for me? I want to enjoy the person instead of worrying about you dying. You telling me, oh, I'm about to die anyway, so you might as well go ahead and marry me and you can get this insurance. I don't want your insurance money. I don't want this insurance money. If I'm gonna marry somebody, I'm gonna marry somebody because I love them. I want to be with them. I'm not supposed to marry you just because you think I want some money. I don't want no money. I'll be broke for the rest of my life just to be in something that I'm unhappy in. And that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people just get married because, and probably somebody, if he was in love with somebody else, they probably would have married him and thinking they're gonna get all this money when he died and all this stuff. Probably will, but I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to do that. But as time passed by, I started talking to. I can't even name them back to back. I mean, I know, but it be people in between too. I'm telling you, I was a homewrecker. I'm young. I'm young, so I'm back and forth with our relationships. Our relationships. Then the next guy came. The next guy came. It was the other man that I was talking about that I met at Gay Pride. I met him at Gay Pride. Met him at Gay Pride. When I met him, it was we was cool. It was cool. It was cool until a certain point, and then it's just like I was 15, and he probably was like 40s. I was 15. He probably like 40, about my age, about 43. And so I liked it older. I like the older. I don't know why, but I just liked it older. So therefore, anyways, because people knows it. They know it. They been want to be all up in your business. Everything. So this to tell you, I go back to my childhood, man. I'm telling you, I can tell you by name. But I've been in a lot of relationships, and I've been in a lot of relationships, and so it's kind of hard for me just to keep on just naming all these people. But yeah, I've been in a lot of relationships. A whole lot. A whole lot. And it's sad, but this is my journey. I've been in a whole lot of relationships. hmm I have. I've been in a lot of relationships. And it's crazy, and but it's life. It's life. Like I tell you before, that's how you shape your journey. That's how you shape your path in life. Because all the experience that I have been through in my life, being in and out of relationships, I done probably had. I probably how many mans I done had in my probably over 1,000, and that's a lot. It's probably not even that many, but it seemed like it. It seemed like it because it's just like I jump in a relationship and I get right back out, or something just don't go right, or we have to fight, argue all the time, and it's just I just eventually just go away, go away, because baby, I'm not supposed to just be in no relationship that makes me unhappy. If it makes me unhappy, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. But now you just got to know what shape your path in life, and you know what you don't want to do anymore. I don't want to jump in a relationship. I'm in a relationship already. I'm in a relationship with me. And when people start to understand that it's the best thing to be in a relationship with yourself, that's the best thing in the world, to be in a relationship with yourself. To be in a relationship with yourself. Because if you haven't healed yourself and know what you want to enter into your life, then you're gonna catch hell. You're gonna catch hell with that individual because you just taking anybody in, just saying, okay, well, this gonna be my boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you got to watch what you do and watch who you be with. For real. I know that I'm not letting anybody enter into my life unless you deserve it. I know I put value into me. I put value into me. I'm worth more. I'm worth more than $7 billion. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm worth more than $7 billion. So therefore, I'm not just gonna jump in any relationship. No, shorty can't swing my way. Shorty can't swing my way for real. Like this will shape your path in life, and you know every relationship you be in is shape who you are. It shape who you are. It's supposed to, but a lot of people don't pay attention to that. A lot of people don't pay attention. They want to know why they don't pay attention to it because they vulnerable. They just want love. They want love, but you got love right in front of your face when you look in the mirror. You got love right in the front of you. When you look in that mirror, who do you supposed to love? Self. Be in a relationship with self then. You don't have to cast, you don't have to go out looking for love. I used to when somebody break up with me, I used to go find me another person to be in a relationship with. I used to find another person to be in a relationship with. Because you broke up with me or I broke up with you, well then I'm not supposed to be lonely. I'm supposed to go get a relationship. That's how I used to be. That's why it's so many people that just say that, oh well, you been out of a relationship. I've been out of a relationship for a long time and I'm proud of it. I'm good too. I'm good too. Cause you know why? You know why? Because I have a strong mind. My mind don't focus on sex. Because a lot of people just get in a relationship because of sex. My mind not focused on sex. My mind focused on valuing who that person is and valuing who I am. I know I'm worthy of everything that I deserve, but I'm not supposed to just say, okay, you're gonna be with me. I deserve you. How I know that? Uh-uh. You better go catch the what's the bus called? Better go catch the mega bus. You better go catch the mega bus. Cause you ain't just supposed to just think you may come to my world and say, oh, I just want to be with you so bad. Uh-uh. No, I ain't doing that. I ain't allowing that. Oh, I just, or so, or one. Just think about For real. If one of my exes called me and say, "Oh, I just been missing your sex," and you know what I'm telling 'em? Know what I'm saying? For real. You have everything that you need within yourself. So if you know what that means you better go do whatever you gotta do. That means go play with yourself. Cause I'm not giving myself up to nobody. Go play with yourself. That's what I tell them. Go play with yourself. Because at the end of the day, you got everything that you need. If you if you really want some of that stuff, goosey goosey. If you want goosey goosey, go play with yourself. Cause I'm not giving it to you. I'm not. I'm saving myself. I'm saving myself. And if a person don't understand that, baby, you better get gone. You better kick rocks with no shoes on. Because I'm saving myself. I'm not giving myself to nobody. I'm not giving myself away to nobody. If I don't give myself away to me, then you think I'm just go somebody else? I don't let people use my body. Use and abuse my body. And when you start understanding and being aware of things that you do, you have people. Just think about how many times you've been in a relationship, woe and told your body, man. So now it's time to heal yourself, get yourself in order, and pick that right person that you want to enter into your life for the rest of your life. I done abused my body so much. You think I'm supposed to just be somebody crash dummy? I'm not being nobody crash dummy. Whoever wants some, they better go straight to hell. Go straight to hell, because I'm not giving my body up. My mind don't even think like that, so I'm not giving my body up to nobody. I don't care if somebody can call my phone 1,000 times and say, "Oh, I just really miss how we used to goosey." And you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say B word. Go play with yourself. Go play with yourself. Get your mind in order. Cause it ain't happening. If I don't give myself to myself, I'm not giving myself to nobody. You gotta understand that. That's why I want people to start understanding that it's a mind thing. When it comes to everything that you do, it's a mind thing. If you want to play with yourself, it's a mind thing. You can control that issue too. You can control that issue. You gotta have self-control about yourself. When you start understanding that self-control is very, very powerful, it's very powerful. When you self-control, self-control. And people that I was in a relationship with, and someone can tell you, baby, sex, I used to have to fight because I didn't want to have sex. I used to have to fight because I didn't want to have sex. Sex is not an issue. That's what people always think that sex is the main part of a relationship. It's not. If you really think that, then you are slow as fuck. You slow as fuck if you think that sex is the main part of the relationship. Cause it's not. And that's just like I just like I say to I'm gonna tell a lot of people this. A lot of people this. People say, that's just like how people wait to get married and then have sex. Just say for instance you got a boy and you got a girl and they both never had sex before. But if you love that person, regardless of what they sex might be trash, but it's gonna be good to you because you in love with that person. You love that person for that person, not for what's downstairs. People fall in love over sex. People fall in love every day over sex. Do you think that's what type of person do you think that is? A person that's vulnerable, that's willing just to be with anybody just because the sex is good. But you gotta wake up and smell the coffee beans on reality, on the real world. The real world is not based upon sex or laying close to somebody just thinking that somebody just gonna just be your be your crash dummy. And that's for the ones that just always think about sex or always want sex. You want somebody to be, you don't want to be in love. You want a crash dummy. You want a crash dummy. That's what you want. You want a crash dummy just to use somebody up. You want a crash dummy. I don't need nobody to, I can't match nobody energy that's just a crash dummy for sex. You're a crash dummy. You're a sucker for sex. You're a sucker for sex. And that's all you worth is only for sex. When you start learning how to value yourself, you will know that it's just not all about effing. It's not all about effing. Well, if you think that in your mind, then you a crazy son of a biscuit. You're a crazy son of a biscuit. How can you find true love when you only want to have sex? How can true love enter into your life if that's the only thing that's on your brain? Is sex. I can be with my person until eternity without sex. I can be with my person for eternity without sex. Because when you start valuing yourself, you know what kind of energy you want to enter into your life. You know what values that this person that has. And when God match you and that person up, y'all gonna share the same values. You're gonna share the same values. So therefore, if we don't have sex, just being there holding one another is like sex. That's what people don't understand. It's like sex. You got to put that in your mind. People think you got to physically do it to enjoy themselves because their mind already thinking that, oh, I got a tingle downstairs. So I got to go get it. You're a crash dummy.